What is up? Welcome. Good to see you. I am back. I went to the doctor for the inflammation in my shoulder. I got some new meds, and you know, there's nothing much that can be done really. Just do a little bit of exercises to kind of warm up the shoulder, you know, before I do some sessions on my PC. It's normal that it takes so long, apparently, to heal, like 6 months or more. So I will just, you know, focus on that, take some more medicine, and hopefully within a month from now, it's gone. So I'm gonna go easy on the level design sessions. For now, no 3-hour sessions. You know, we're gonna do some short sessions. Probably gonna increase the amount and just keep it shorter. So at least I could get some work done, you know. But it should be okay in a few months, hopefully. So let's jump in and continue working on episode 1. I think we were last stranded working on the hub area, so let's jump in. This is map 2, but I'm gonna go back to map 1 and see what we... Oh yeah, I remember. We were working on the monorail. Holy shit. Can you believe I even forgot I I worked on that. That is... Wow. Okay, so let's actually see if I still think it's a good idea. Sometimes it helps if you just let these things rest for a bit. Do I still think it's a good idea? Well, it does look pretty good. You cannot not even see, like, you can't even see the textures. But what I can do actually to help let's put it right here for a minute. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh. Okay. Let's see if we can actually add some lights to... Usually this helps. Kind of weird at... Oh. If this doesn't make a difference whatsoever, I'm probably just gonna retexture it into something more simple. Now, we just need a normal light. It's a little heavier, a little brighter. So we're gonna see if this actually does something. Just want to see the difference. Like, do you even see the lights? Or do you see, like, even if it's a part of the texture, I'm fine with that. If not, well, you know, then there's really no point in having that texture. Well, you can actually. Even if it's just a little bit. And what I can do, what might help, but I'm not really sure. What if I make sure these are all 64 when it comes to brightness? Does that make a difference? I'm not really sure. Apparently not. Maybe these lights? What would you like? 64. Can we actually, do you see a difference? Brightness. Maybe, what if I actually increase the brightness here on these sectors? Would that make a difference? 160. Probably not. Let's have a look. Yeah, there is a difference. I feel between, wait, it's probably because of the light underneath that tram, that sector. Now what I can do, maybe, actually I haven't thought about that. What if I increase the lighting here? That will increase the overall sector color, I believe. Oh yeah, that's way better. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. You can actually see a little more detail now. Actually see some detail. Okay. It's a start. A very nice start. Yeah. So maybe the key is and I like the skybox so much. It's insane. Beautiful stuff. Okay. Now, Now what I did, I kept saying, in the previous stream, I kept saying monorail, but actually, why would I make it hard on myself? This is not a monorail. This is a monorail. You know? 26, 23. This is actually what I need. So 26. Oh, wait a minute. I need a new one. Okay. We can actually join these. There we go. Oops. That's weird. Should be 26 then. Oh shit. $23, $32, $26. Oh. I thought I had 26 here. And that 32 probably has to go. There we go. Son of a... And here I had to add 32. Jesus Christ. Okay, now we're done. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's flip this. Okay. There we go. One. Yeah. That is also still part of the train. Okay, so of course this thing needs to be a little more like an actual train. And how are we gonna do that? Of course we need to divide it. 32. This is the whole train, and that is 32. I think if we keep it simple like this, just keep them on one line so we know exactly. So let's make this 32. Man, this is complicated. You know, if we want to make like actual train, let's try something. Unused 31. That's unused. Okay. 31. What we can do now, technically, that's weird. Oh, wait a minute, this has to have, oh, this has 31. Oh wait, I have to remove the 32 from here. Okay, that makes sense. There we go. So what this means, that's actually, yeah, that's actually not too bad. If we add some cool lights here, hold on, can we do something like this for example? Huh? One. Ah, this is also part of it. Wow. Oh. It's quite a mess. Like this would be perfect if I had like a 3D model. What we can do to make it easier . I've got a better idea. What I can do to make it easier is to create some sort of station.
Hold on. Let me show you what I mean. We're just gonna keep it simple, like just to try some stuff out. So it has to stretch beyond. Beyond the viewpoint. Let's give it the same. Let's add 26 again. So technically this is like some sort of walkway. But I have to make sure like how it looks first. Can you actually, yeah. I have to think. Like, you know, like a station, like a stop. And if I like extend this platform, for example, which doesn't require a 3D floor, I can just build the tram or the monorail. I can build the tram on top of this station, and it wouldn't require me to use, like I can use a lot of detail to make the tram look better. And it wouldn't require me to actually use, you know, stuff with 3D sectors. Now, the only bad thing about that is that, of course, the bad thing would be that, you know, it I can't make, like, I can't build it on top, this whole tram on top of the monorail. Actually looks like a very good fit, to be honest, if I use this as a reference. Okay. Can we do that with sector portals, I wonder? This is probably more complicated than it needs to be. I could just leave it, like, go for the easy way, and wouldn't be anything wrong with that. Just go for the easy way and, you know, just create monorail around this, and just without the actual tram. Okay, that looks like if we can keep the length about the same. There we go. Oh, there it is. Kind of weird that it jumps all over the place. Oh. Is that the same effect? Too bad I didn't. Oh, I see what's wrong. Yeah. Probably should get that away from the center part here. Like that. And there we go. Yeah, of course we lost our light. Okay. Okay. Let's increase the viewport a little bit. And let's view it from the inside actually, because you never go outside. And there is something wrong with... It's weird that these lights don't shine as bright. Did it make a difference? Not fully convinced yet if I should ditch the whole monorail thing. That's weird. Ah, wait, I know what's going on. Doesn't have tag 23. Oh, Jesus Christ. There we go. What I do think is weird all of a sudden is why these lights aren't as bright anymore. I don't think it's gonna matter, but so weird. Like now this seems switched off. I feel it's it definitely requires a some sort of tram on top here. Let's make it a little easier on ourselves by actually aligning this properly. Hey, Gazebo. What is up, buddy? It's been a while. How are you doing? Good to see you again. Ah, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Well, progress is always good. No matter how small. Well, it can be really, really atmospheric if you use it correctly. The only thing, which is a bit of a shame, is, you know, in Doom there's no like volumetric fog. Like, I mean, if you like the transition from a foggy area to a non-foggy area is kind of like cut off. It doesn't bleed into the next area, unfortunately. So you have to be creative. Like what I did here, for example, was, you know, just use the windows to kind of block off these areas. See, like here it does seem a little more natural because there is a window here. So the fog doesn't really go into this room. So that's a good way like to kind of counter that a little bit. Well, I tried. You actually, I think you can do that, but you still end up with, you know, fog in your actual inner part of the map, which you can be atmospheric as well, but you have to use it throughout your whole map. Which you can do, of course, to counter that. Like if you don't want it, you can use like a teleporter to teleport you to a completely different area. Or you can like, let's see, is there a, there is some part like, okay. Well, yeah, I think that is perfectly possible. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's very much viable. I do think I need to build like an actual tram. Oh god. Okay. How would I do that? I think I might have the best chance to make sure this doesn't really get... Okay. With some train scenes. Oh. Like how would you... Because I want to kind of, you know, put a tram on here, but there's like, this is, it will become such a mess using 3D floors. Like, is there a way to do it differently? Like maybe like build a tram in a different sector and then use sector portals to kind of place it on top of this railway? Is that possible? Because like if I can use 3D floors, but it will be so messy. Oh, okay, that's awesome. I love to hear it because this has been puzzling me for well, not too long, just a little bit. Oh, okay, okay. Like it has to be. I want to do something creative with the shape. Poly object cameras. Touch moving poly object. Well, I don't want it to move necessarily. I just want it to be like, it doesn't have to move, but that will be even more awesome. Having like a actual moving train. But you know, my initial ambition wasn't that high. Ah, you're inside it. Well, no, it's actually just like it's decoration mostly. Because like texturing is like a real challenge using 3D sectors. To properly do that, you... Oh. Oh, you can actually... Oh, make it a 3... Oh, yeah. So you can actually... Can you just make it out of sectors and export that as a 3D? Because what I want to do, of course, I want to use some. Hold on. Let's actually build. I actually had a good train. Let's start with something simple. Okay, cool, awesome. So if I look just pictures of a monorail, actually the part, it's not really on top. It's partially, well, that makes it a little easier. That makes it easier. You're setting it through Discord, I assume? Ah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. And can you combine them? Like, for example, let's create a new room real quick. Because like this will actually allow me, you know, to if I can just export this as a model, but it's on its side, can I flip it then? Damn. So you have to build it on the side, I do remember that. However, can you actually just build it like from top-down view? Tram 1. Like if I make a tram like this, for example. And then I kinda... Single steps, distinct sectors. Okay. 32 maybe? And then I... Oh, that looks pretty amazing. Nice. Good stuff, man. Oh, that looks actually really, really cool. Yeah, it looks... That it saves a lot of trouble. So I want to like just build a train like this. Of course, if I export the model, it's probably going to be on its side, but can I just flip it? Because it makes... Well, it doesn't make sense. I think it's easier if I just... build it like this, you know? It's easier to kind of keep track of how the model actually looks. Or you can flip models. Okay. So I could just build it like this. Seeing the bottom face, yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I'm gonna make sure that the player isn't gonna see that, because you can never get close. And that's the fun part. So it's just there from the outside, from a distance. This is the viewpoint. maybe. Oh. Or like that. That's weird. Why does that match? And this matches very good. Oh, now it does. Very strange. I think maybe something with the scale was off or something, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. In this case, you know, I just thought, you know, what was actually stopping me from using 3D models was I had to go into the editor. But this, actually I totally forgot, but this kind of changes things. Yeah. Like I thought I have to, but I don't think it's necessary to actually use an actual 3D modeling program, right? I mean, I can do that, but you know, I was kind of trying to stay away from it because this would be like the only map I use models in, and to kind of keep consistent, I would have to go through, like this will probably, if I use actual 3D models to build like the skybox, using like this whole pipe structure, it will probably look a lot better than what I did in the other maps. So I would have to go through that again and, you know, change it up, which is actually something I was hoping to avoid. But in this case, instead of 3D models, I think we can get away in this specific case. This is like a tram door. Well, we can actually do whatever. So a little bit of rust. Well, you know, we'll give it a shot, because if it's that easy, like it definitely it's a lot easier than actually going with actual 3D models. I mean 3D floors, especially texture-wise. You could keep like the actual sector detailing very simple, because in 3D floors you kind of need like a separate 3D floor for each texture. Oh, a little bit of rust. There are some good rust textures here. Just need something. A lot of 3D floors. Yeah, absolutely. If you want to do it like that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Very cool. Whoa, that would be cool. Like if we had the logo on here. The only thing. Can we actually do it like that? It's messed up, and I don't know why. I thought, you know, they're equally... Ah, wait, yeah, of course, you have to... Nah, never mind. We can actually fix that. Like that. That looks actually pretty cool. One, there we go. No, I don't think it's really necessary to do this side. But you know, if we're going to build it, we might as well just complete it. The only thing is like, this would actually be good for like a backside. Like for the front, I kind of want something like, what would be cool if I had something with like a light, a little bit old school, like a tall texture. You know, something that actually, oh, this might not be too bad. Only it's UAC. No, it could be UAC freight train. Why the hell not? The only thing I'm not really sure of is the top here, top texture. Let's actually get rid of that so I can get a better contrast. And for this, I kind of want to have, oh, maybe. So just to indicate that this is the back of the train. Yeah, you can always do something like this. For the back and the front, actually. Although... Not really sure. Like maybe this one. Would be nice to have something similar. Like these are all horizontal. You can actually hold on just a second. I think I have something. I'm scrolling too fast. Can you actually combine 3D floors and regular sectors to combine them into one model? Like you have a trade and then you have like a connection point that kind of hovers in the middle. Can you do something like that? Or is it too much? I'll be right back. Oh. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. That's pretty amazing. Wow. Okay, so actually what I want to do, what I can do for the bottom part of this, I can actually do it like this. So what if because you can't stack models, right? Yeah, okay. Where are my vertices here? Ah. Let's see. How do we center that? Shit. What was the... Oh god. I forgot the hold on. Okay. Yeah, we actually... Where is that metal part here? Where is that vertex? Jesus. So weird, why is this missing? Let's see. I kind of want to make this a little more parabolic. That messes up. Damn it. Okay. Why does that mess it up? These are just triangles. I think. Train is actually, it doesn't narrow down. Just a little bit. Yeah, maybe like this. Somewhat, maybe. Or did I just do the same but differently? Oh wait, I think. Oh. And it's kind of so weird that it's... Okay. Okay. Kind of want to add like a nice window here. What is a nice window? Do we have a window? We have a window. Yeah, we can actually do something like this, for example. But can you even see it? That's what I wonder. Probably can't. And it's actually on the wrong side as well. But you know, that's not an issue really. You know, in this day and age, do you even need a window? Like in the modern, futuristic times. Yeah, true. The shortcut for the slow panels. I forgot. Well, I don't think they even need to see. Vertical 2. What are your stoplights? Now what we can do there is no good texture to handle this. Other than this one, maybe. This I feel should be like that. Oh, just a second. Floor scale. No. Undo. Oh shit. It's kind of weird. I don't know. These monorails look pretty cool. Just not how I get, like. Slopes. Let's reset this actually. Maybe we can just add this on top. Hold on, maybe we can actually. Okay. That was pretty intense. I feel like this is more consistent. Oh, I got an idea actually. This is... Okay, let's make this the first wagon. And I got an idea to connect them actually. Easy. Oh god, they haven't got me today yet. That's too bad, yeah. That is too bad, man. I feel sorry for you, really. What the fuck, man? Why is GZ Doom acting like a... I mean, Ultimate Duo Builder like acting like a bitch again? God damn it, look at this shit. Okay. You know, we can actually make this train in separate parts. There is actually a texture that is a perfect triangle. Can we find it? You know, basically, this would be way better if I had like specific monorail textures to work with. Okay, let's have a look. I know the texture is somewhere. I used it before even. This was actually not really my intention, but look where it got us. Never thought about, like, I did one I like maybe like a backdrop, more like a steel city or something. A little bit similar to what we did in episode 2. map 3, I think. What I thought, you know, a monorail would be a nice change. But it, well, proves to be a lot more difficult than I thought. It would be easier to just model it, you know. Can cater it better to where is that triangle texture? Like this, before I forget, this would be, oh, what the fuck? Just takes me back. These are all pretty cool. To do something with. It is a square texture, of course, but it has an image of like a triangle shape. Something like this, but it's not the one I'm looking for. If you actually put it like that, you know, see, that's what I mean. You can actually but it's not the one I'm looking for. But you know the idea. Now, what I do wonder is how much you're gonna see of that, like some small detailing. No, if I did increase the brightness, so maybe it should be a little better visible. I think here it is. Is this the one? There we go. See, it scales as it should. Of course, we cannot do anything with these lights. And the thing is, like, this is too dark in comparison. Oh, I wonder, do we really need to use this as a train texture? Or tram texture? Can we be creative and use something else? Probably can. Because that's not really like... These Doom 3 textures could be anything, really. Basically, I like a giant door. Like for this, I kind of feel it could benefit from a texture like this. You know? We could add, like, we could make this the window. If we have a proper texture. Like it doesn't, it kind of feel like it needs to have like a trim at the top, not necessarily at the bottom, or maybe like just slightly give the appearance of a window. Something like this. Could this be? You get the idea. Hold on, can we actually... We can actually make something nice out of this. You know, I have no idea why it does that actually. Now this is extremely detailed, I'm aware. However, what I was thinking, maybe we can use this tram like somewhere else. No, to be honest, I don't think this is going to be really necessary. Can be just feel like a generic. Something like that. Can this be a window? Maybe. Do it like that. Huh? Doesn't look too bad actually. No? besides this, let's see if we can actually find a texture similar, of similar color. It's very specific. Maybe this bluish. Oh, you know. Let's see. There. Oh, the colors are so. They differ so much. So hard finding the good combinations. Okay, why doesn't my undo button do anything? Could work, I guess. I would have to change that one, and so we're, you know, just keep going. I do like a little bit of worn colors, like rusty. Let's see. It's a very specific color of texture. Oh, definitely not. Can we find something in here? Doesn't really feel like it. It doesn't give me a tram vibe. You know, and actually this, believe it or not, but maybe it's because of the shape. Like it's a detailed texture, which definitely looks nice. The only thing I feel like, oh, I wish there was like a triangle. What I can do is skew textures, but then it would be, oh, it's not easy. Unless I find something like which also has that kind of shape, then I can just skew it. I think it will look good. Sometimes these doors do have like interesting shapes,
which you could use for like maybe like a portion of it, but you have to see how it would actually let's see, 1-1. There is potential here. Check out the tram section, maybe. Maybe I'm giving this too much thought, maybe. And you won't even notice from afar, probably. Yeah, I think I kind of like this front we did here. Maybe. Let's see. Ooh, from afar, I think. Hold on. What if we skew this texture? Let's see. Is that? Oh, it's the back side. Okay. Back custom fields texture skew. So that is skew bottom. Other sector side of floor. Well, it does something, I just can't figure out what. Oh, okay, that's the normal one. Oh wait, maybe we don't have to do anything. It's not really... Too bad there's no... And flip it upside down. No, that's actually, hold on. I have to mirror this, do I have to do it? Yeah, that's actually a good, like, good thought. But I have to ignore this then? Hold on. Flip it upside down, so we do lower scale on the y-axis -1. Hey, I think you're onto something here. Too bad it's not like... It's not perfect, unfortunately. But it's actually, it's a good thought. Like, I kind of like this, the way that lines up. Well, we could, yeah, I could. I don't want to, like, I would have to stretch it too far. Like that one texture, like, maybe I looked over some, maybe there are some more triangle textures. Because that is actually a perfect match. It scales it. It's a perfect 45-degree angle, actually. I think. Let's see, let's try to skew this, actually. See if you have a trim at, like, everything that has a trim at the top might be a good candidate. And this one unfortunately wasn't. Again, it doesn't, like, the texture you would require. This one would actually not be too bad. I would have to remove the skewing. One. I don't like the color. It doesn't really match this one unless I can find something. And then, of course, as you can see, there is nothing else. That's what I hate about this texture pack. There are no follow-up textures, so to speak. Well, at least not in many cases. That doesn't give me that same tram vibe. Like, this one actually could, like... It does come close to something. This has the perfect angle, and what I can do is just flip this and retain its scale. Or we could just go for something like that. Ideally, it would have simple vertical trim. Yeah, true, true. You know what could work? If I have this large texture, with a light, like, it has to have like a top light. Let me see if I can find something to make clear what I mean. Like something like this would actually be good.
well, it's not perfect, but it has this trim at the top, and then you get like a generic part. Something like that, maybe along the lines of this. Can we actually? Oh, this is too like. Does it really? It need kind of like. It has to be a little more rough. But the thing is, all these Doom 3 textures. Oh, wait a minute. What do we have here? Can this bring? Ah, it's not. Can we skew this? No. Oh, I guess not too bad, but. Let's see. Oh, wow! Like, I can't really almost can't see. Yeah, skewing does not go well here. Maybe because these textures are a little too white if we use something like this. So we actually need like a tall texture. I think that would work best. Like width 64 and height 256. And this is the thing is it kind of looks pretty ugly. There's quite a few steps. Well, thank you so much. Have a good night rest, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and thank you for the tip. I will definitely have a look at how to do it, exporting it as a model. But I think Bridgeburn actually made some good tutorials. So pretty sure we'll figure it out. But thank you for the tips. Yeah. Just okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Maybe I should just stick to that texture we had, because I think, I keep forgetting, like I wanted to have this like perfectly detailed, but I keep forgetting that it's actually viewed from afar, surrounded by fog, like thick fog, so might not be entirely necessary to make a fuss about it. What if we do it like this? Do we have to rotate the texture? Like that. No? Not gonna work. That is the thing you cannot see. I think from afar might not look too bad actually. Alright, let's unfortunately I cannot. $23. So let's give it all. And let's actually view it from a distance. Like maybe the same you would like. You would see it in the actual level. That's the other side. Yeah, I think it actually blends in really nicely. You can't even see the color difference from here. Does that window flicker? Does that... What the fuck? If that's the case, if that's like a bug, we'll call it a feature. Because that's pretty cool. And probably the good part is you can actually... Can you actually... Does it export like the brightness of the textures? Can you make this ultra bright, for example? And does it get exported like that in the model as well? So many questions. But this is kind of like I kind of like this monorail thing. Like what I might change is this red line here. Not really convinced. I think, you know, maybe something with a trim would look nice. And I think we need something with 32. These are the usual trims. It has to be pretty generic. Like seamless. There's not much seamlessness here. Well, this does look a little better if you compare the textures. What we can do here is maybe repeat this. And of course, actually remove this side. Well, not too bad. And what I can do now is what if I, just for experimentation's sake, add another one. And this, of course, probably want to move them a little. I was gonna say closer together, but maybe not. So we're gonna tie this in like that. If this works, we actually have a nice monorail on our hands. So we're gonna, of course, change this texture to tram. And these are all pretty damaged, which is actually pretty cool. Like that. And we can actually connect these, because apparently you can't do that. And I'm not really sure if if it's not possible. We can always do it manually. There's absolutely nothing to it if the model doesn't allow it. And of course it's right here. Just make one. This is actually a perfect connection. We can actually lower this. We'll use it like that. That's not looking too bad. What do you think? No? Starting to look like something. Now we can actually create like a bottom plate underneath here with a different texture. Or we can we lower this? No. Well, just you have to have like a bottom part, but I don't really think it's necessary. Like maybe like a sloped part at the bottom. But I don't think it's really necessary. But if we... yeah, I think it looks quite nice. Maybe it's a little bit too clean. Tram 2. 1B. That looks like it had some serious shit. One B, tram 2. Two B. Okay, it's the. It's the damaged part. Maybe I should just go with like keep it a little cleaner because. It doesn't make sense compared to the rest of it. Like this light looks actually pretty clean. Not really sure if I have any replacement for this. Probably. Maybe a little less clean version, probably. MC. There are some lights in here. But I'm not really like... Let's see. I think some of them are vertical lights. Most of them are horizontal, as you can see. Like this one might be more suited. Could be, it's still clean. I don't think we have too many options when it comes to that. Does this fit more in the... yeah, maybe. Not really figured it out yet. We'll see. Also too clean. But it has that bright map, which I absolutely love. For the rest, I don't think there are too many vertical lights. At least not in the Doom 3 texture pack. Yeah, it's too bad. Like simple broken light or something. If not, we're gonna just keep the train cards pretty clean. And of course we need another one. How much? 128. That. Okay. And this is going to be tram 3. Oh. This is a clean one. Okay. No worries. Bam. And this one actually can be the red light. Two. Yeah. Although we can actually put 1.5. Then you have 3 lights. 1. Okay. There we go. Isn't that a nice monorail? Yeah, what would be cool? Like you could have these cisterns. You could do that with, you know, 3D sectors as well. Maybe I just replace the red lights with the normal white ones as well. I think I like that one better, actually. Like that. I don't know, it just feels like they would match the rest of the textures a little better. Like that. For some reason. And I think now we can actually try. Let's have a look at. Let's see how it looks in. Yeah. Not too convinced about those, but okay, that's pretty cool. I think I like this. We can actually think we can go all the way and just make 3D models out of this. You don't have to use them everywhere, but I think here you might get away with it. Alright, let's keep this, and we can next time we can slowly construct like the monorail. I think it's a cool, very cool site. Which actually, if I just build this, I think that would be enough. You know, you can actually build like a second one, or just use it again on a different part of the level. That you can see there are multiple monorails, so you always have a nice vista. Alright, but you know, you can actually, let's see if you can see it from here. Okay. Oh, you can actually see the monorail. That's pretty cool. So you can see it from different angles. There's always, you know, there's always something to see in the background. That's pretty cool. It's a nice transport system. What I was thinking actually is like integrating this monorail. Oh god. In one of the levels. You can actually walk inside or something. I don't know. We'll see. We could do something with this monorail, like make it a reoccurrence throughout the levels, maybe, or this transport system at least. Maybe we can do something cool with that. But we'll see. That is something for next time. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.